Visa-free countries for Nigerian passport holders. Western countries have relatively more freedom than African countries in the context of travel freedom. Few African countries exist which have very powerful passports, such as South Africa and Mauritius, among others. These passports permit their holders to travel free to some countries around the world without a visa. African passports are usually weak and provide fewer traveling options for their holders. The Nigerian passport is not the strongest in Africa, but it allows its holders to travel to 25 countries without visas. Nigeria, an African country in the Gulf of Guinea, has many natural landmarks and wildlife reserves. Nigeria is known for its 250 ethnic groups. It has a population of 60 million people and a GDP of $448 billion. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on any of our videos. Now let's take a look at those countries Nigerian passport holders could visit without a visa. Number 25. Seychelles. Seychelles is an archipelago of 115 countries in the Indian Ocean of East Africa. It's home to numerous beaches, coral reef, and national reserves, as well as rare animals such as giant Aldabra tortoise. It has a total population of 97,625 people and a GDP of $1.7 billion. Nigerian visiting Seychelles can stay for 90 days visa-free. Number 24. Cambodia. Cambodia is a Southeast Asian nation whose landscape spans low-lying plains, the Mekong Delta mountain and the Gulf of Thailand coastline. It has a total population of 16.5 million people and $27 billion as GDP. Nigerian visiting Cambodia can stay for 30 days without a visa. Number 23. Bolivia. Bolivia is a country in Central South America with a varied terrain spanning Andes Mountains, the Atacama Desert, and Amazon Basin rainforests. Its administrative capital, La Paz, sits on the Andes Altiplano Plateau with snow-capped mountain Saint Illimani in the background. It has a population of 10 million people and a GDP of $40.9 billion. Nationals of Nigeria hoping to visit Bolivia can do so for 90 days without visa. Number 22. Chad. Chad, officially the Republic of Chad, is a landlocked country in north-central Africa. It has borders with Libya to the north, Sudan to the east, and Central African Republic to the south, Cameroon to the southeast, and Nigeria to the southwest, and Niger to the west. It has a population of 17 million people and a GDP of $11 billion. According to the visa policy of Chad, Nigerians hoping to visit the country do not require a visa for a stay up to 90 days. Number 21. Niger. Niger, officially the Republic of Niger, is a landlocked country in West Africa, named after the river Niger. Niger is bordered by Libya to the northeast and Chad to the east, Nigeria to the south, and Benin and Burkina Faso to the southwest, Mali to the west, Algeria to the northwest. It has a population of 23 million people and a GDP of $13 billion. Nigeria passport holders can travel to Niger for 30 days without a visa. Number 20. Vanuatu. Vanuatu is a South Pacific Ocean made up of roughly 80 islands that stretches 1,300 kilometers. It has a total population of 299,882 people and a GDP of $934 million. The government of Vanuatu allows nationals of Nigeria to visit their country for 90 days without a visa. Number 19. Togo. Togo, a West African nation on the Gulf of Guinea, is known for its palm-lined beaches, hilltop villages. Gotumaku, inhabited by the Panamariba people, is a traditional settlement of fortress-like clay huts dating to the 17th century. It has a population of 81 million people and a GDP of $55 billion. The visa policy in Togo permits citizens of Nigeria to visit for 30 days without a visa. Number 18. Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is a country in West Africa on the Atlantic Ocean. It is known for the white sand beaches lining the Freetown Peninsula. The capital city, Freetown, commemorates the nation's slave trade history with a cotton tree landmark, King Yard Gates. Nearby Bones Island was a key departure point during the slave trade. It has a population of 7.4 million people and a GDP of $4 billion. Nigerians visiting Sierra Leone do not require a visa. Number 17. Senegal. Senegal, officially the Republic of Senegal, is a country in West Africa. Senegal is bordered by Mauritania in the north, Mali to the east, Guinea to the southeast, and Guinea-Bissau to the southwest. It has a population of 5.6 million people and a GDP of $23 billion. The government of Senegal permits Nigerians to visit the country for 90 days without a visa. Number 16. St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Kitts and Nevis is a dual island nation situated between the Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean Sea. It is known for the cloud-shrouded mountains and beaches. Many of its former sugar plantations are now inns on atmospheric ruins. It has a population of 43,000 people and a GDP of $1 billion. Nigerians visiting St. Kitts and Nevis can stay for 90 days visa-free. Number 15. Micronesia. The Federated State of Micronesia is a country spread across the western Pacific Ocean, comprising more than 600 islands. Micronesia is made up of 4 island states. The country is known for palm-shaded beaches, wreck-filled dives, and ancient ruins. It has a population of 113,815 people and a GDP of $401 million. Nigerians looking to visit Micronesia can do so without a visa for 30 days. Number 14. Mali. Mali, officially the Republic of Mali, is a landlocked country in West Africa, the 8th largest country in Africa, with an area of just over 1,240,000 square kilometers. The population of Mali is 19.1 million. It has a GDP of $17 billion. Nigerians intending to visit Mali did not require a visa to do so for 90 days. Number 13. Liberia. Liberia is a country in West Africa, bordering Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Côte d'Ivoire. On the Atlantic coast, the capital of Monrovia is home to the Liberian National Museum, with its exhibits on national culture and history. It has a population of 7 million people and a GDP of $3 billion. Nigerians visiting Liberia do not require a visa for 90 days. Number 12. Haiti. Haiti is a Caribbean country that shares the islands of Hispaniola with the Dominican Republic to its east. It has a population of 11.3 million people and a GDP of $14 billion. Nigerian citizens can visit Haiti for 90 days without a visa. Number 11. Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau is a tropical country on West Africa's Atlantic coast that's known for its national park and wildlife. The forested, sparsely populated Bijargo Archipelago, a protected biosphere reserve. It has a population of 1.9 million people and a GDP of $1.4 billion. For 90 days, nationals of Nigeria can visit Guinea-Bissau without a visa. Number 10. Guinea. Guinea is a country in West Africa, bordered on the west by the Atlantic Ocean. It's known for the Mount Nimba Strict Nature Reserve. In the southeast, it has a population of 12.7 million people and a GDP of $12.3 billion. Nigerians visiting Guinea do not require a visa to do so for 90 days. Number 9. Ghana. Officially, the Republic of Ghana is a country in West Africa. It spans along the Gulf of Guinea and the Atlantic Ocean, sharing borders with the Ivory Coast in the west, Burkina Faso to the north, Togo to the east, the Gulf of Guinea and the Atlantic Ocean in the south. It has a total population of 24 million people and a GDP of $67 billion. Nigerians visiting Ghana can gain entry without a visa. For for a stay up to 90 days, in line with Ghana's visa-free exempt policy from ECOWAS citizens. Number 8. Gambia. The Gambia is a small West African country bounded by Senegal with a narrow Atlantic coastline. It's known for its diverse ecosystem around the central Gambia River. It has a population of 2.4 million people and a GDP of $1.8 billion US. Nationals of Nigeria do not require a visa to visit the Gambia for a stay up to 90 days. Number 7. Cameroon. Cameroon on the Gulf of Guinea is a Central African country of varied terrain and wildlife. Its inland capital, Yaoundé, and its biggest city, the seaport Douala, are transit ports to ecotourism sites. It has a population of 26 million people and a GDP of $39 billion US. Citizens of Nigeria can visit Cameroon for 90 days without a visa. Number 6. Benin. Benin, a French-speaking West African nation, is the birthplace of Voodoo religion and home to the former Dahomey Kingdom from circa 1600s to 1900s. In Abomey, Dahomey's former capital, the historical museum occupies 2 royal palaces with bas-relief recounting the kingdom's past and a throne mounted on human skulls. It has a population of 11.8 million people and a GDP of $14.4 billion. Nigerians can stay in Benin visa-free for 90 days. Number 5. Dominica. Dominica is a mountainous Caribbean island nation with natural hot springs and tropical rainforests. Mont Trois Pitons National Park is home to the volcanical heated, steam-covered boiling lake. It has a population of 71,808 people and a GDP of $582 million US. For 180 days, Nigerians can visit Dominica without a visa. Number 4. Fiji. Fiji, a country in the South Pacific, is an archipelago of more than 300 islands. It's famed for rugged landscape, palm-lined beaches, and coral reefs with clear lagoons. It has a population of 889,953,000 people and a GDP of $505 billion US. The visa policy in Fiji permits Nigerians to visit without the need for a visa for up to 120 days. Number 3. Cape Verde. Cape Verde, or Capo Verde, officially the Republic of Capo Verde, is an archipelago and island country in the Central Atlantic Ocean, consisting of 10 volcanic islands with a combined land area of about 4,033 square kilometers. It has a population of 549,935 people and a GDP of $2 billion US. Nigerian passport holders can get Cape Verde for 30 days without the need for a visa. Number 2. Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is a landlocked country in West Africa that covers an area of around 274,000 square kilometers and is bordered by Mali to the northwest and Nigeria to the northeast, Benin to the southeast, Togo and Ghana to the south, and the Ivory Coast to the southwest. It has a population of 20 million people and a GDP of 15 billion. Citizens of Nigeria hoping to visit Burkina Faso can obtain a visa on their arrival at Burkina Faso Airport and could stay there for 90 days. Number 1. Barbados. Barbados is an Eastern Caribbean island and an independent British Commonwealth nation. Bridgetown, the capital, is a cruise ship port with colonial buildings, and Nidhe, Israel, a synagogue founded in 1654. It has a population of 287,000 people and a GDP of $5.2 billion US. Citizens of Nigeria visiting Barbados can stay for 6 months in the country without a visa. There are other countries Nigeria could visit and get visa upon arrival or e-visas. Countries such as Tuvalu, Rwanda, Kenya, Gabon, Madagascar, among others. Take note that all these countries would require a valid passport before entry is granted into the country. Also, There are procedures you're required to follow before traveling into these countries. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends.